Welcome to the 21. Welcome to the 2021 NFL Draft.
Mock draft.
Mock draft.
Yeah.
We will be drafting
Really?
with an actual big board.
We gotta get out of the way.
Yeah, we're in the way.
Pros.
Yeah.
See, pros.
Mel Kiper specifically.
They always say, look at my big board for the draft. But we actually have a big board. Brought to you by Owen Lab. Literally. So we will be using this to draft our picks.
First round only.
First round only. I will be going third. Owen will be going second. And Luke is going to be drafting first.
Luke is on the clock.
Luke is on the clock.
I think with the first overall pick, I'm going to take the obvious choice that, I think literally every single other draft in the nation is saying. We're going to take
Trevor Lawrence. Good pick.
I think his capabilities on the field, his quarterbacking is way underrated. I mean, this man is said to be a legend, but he's more than a legend. He's a living legend, and therefore they are underrating him, even though they are way saying he's good.
All right. I think this pick is also fairly obvious. The Jets at 2, they need a quarterback. They just traded Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
Give us a little bit of elaboration, Owen.
Is that
Zach Wilson is he looks small. People keep comparing him to Russell Wilson just because his build isn't huge. The guy is 6'3". He's really not that small. He can make throws at all sorts of angles, which people love these days. Patrick Mahomes has made it popular. He's just a fantastic athlete overall, and the Jets just need a quarterback. And I think he's going to be just as good as Trevor Lawrence. So the draft really starts here at 3 with Parker. There's no way it's not Lawrence, Wilson, 1-2.
Yes. All right, San Francisco 49ers. They traded up, presumably to get their QB. And with the third pick in the NFL draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Justin
Fields.
I think this is the guy they traded up for. His ability to scramble is off the charts. And his mobility inside the pocket and outside the pocket as a mobile QB is what's going to lead the San Francisco 49ers back to their Super Bowl glory.
Wow. Super Bowl prediction.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of said that.
With the 4th pick in the draft.
He's covering it up. He's obviously very confident in this selection.
Do we want to know who it is?
Yeah.
It's a very short name. Kai Pitts.
Clee Pitts?
Oh, I forgot the Y. There! Kyle Pitts.
All right.
Okay.
The
Falcons.
Hey.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm not done. The Falcons are in need of a tight end, and why not go for the best tight end in the draft?
Next up, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. They've got Joe Burrow, their franchise quarterback. The question is, will they go with the offensive lineman to protect him, or will they go with the wide receiver who he used to play with to give him weapons? I think with Tyler Boyd and with T. Higgins, who they drafted last year, they're going to be at least decent with their wide receiving core. They're going to prioritize protecting Joe Burrow for the next 10-15 years. Penei Sewell is the pick.
That's a good pick. If he falls to 5, the Bengals have got to take him there.
He could be their left tackle for the next 10 to 15 years.
All right, with the 6th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jamar Chase.
Top wide receiver off the board.
Top wide receiver off the board. Didn't spell Jamar right, but the Miami Dolphins in this pick have a perfect opportunity to get to a #1 wide receiver. And why not draft one of the best wide receivers, presumably, in the draft at this position?
The 7th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the Detroit Lions are going to take...
Oh,
really?
That's a good pick.
I
I
think-
like that.
Ooh, I don't know what school he's out of. I know he's an
Northwestern.
offensive tackle out of Western.
Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Sorry, you can say that again.
Offensive tackle out of Northwestern.
Oh my!
I can't talk. I think sometimes when you're looking at a first round of a draft, people are always like, "Let's take the great QBs. Let's take the great wide receivers. Let's take the tight ends." Kyle Pitts. I mean, like, I feel like tackles and even most defensive players are way underrated when it comes to picking them in the first round, even top 10 of the draft. So I think this is why the Lions are getting a steal, but this is their 7th pick.
I completely agree with that. We saw it last draft where we thought the wide receivers were going to go super early, and there were a bunch of tackles selected before any wide receivers. That could happen again this year. Unfortunately, the defensive players, while probably underrated, are not going to go for a while. There's still 2, possibly 3 first-round quarterbacks available, and so I'm going to make our first trade. A team is going to move up. The Panthers already got Sam Darnold, so I don't think they're going to take a quarterback this year. Somebody's going to move up to snag a QB.
The Patriots.
Bill Belichick.
Of course he
makes
is.
a move. Goes up to get the QB that he wants. Where the Patriots are here, so I got to put the Panthers now. Yeah, Bill Belichick has his sights set on his guy. There's a couple of guys left. So, is it Mac Jones or is it Trey Lance? Who does Belichick prefer? It's Mac Jones.
Oh, Mac Jones for the Patriots.
Patriots take Mac Jones at number 8. They don't trust Cam Newton after last year. Belichick goes and gets it.
Number 9, we got the Denver Broncos, right? They were scared after the Patriots jumped them and went to the number 8 spot. They didn't think that they were going to get their guy, but they got lucky, and they did get their guy, Trey Lance.
Ooh.
That's an interesting pick.
It is interesting.
Nice,
The Broncos have a history of not hitting on quarterbacks. They have tried to trade for Matthew Stafford this past offseason, and that's shown doubt in Drew Lock. Drew Lock hasn't also shown anything really special, and I think that they're going to want to get one of the top guys in the draft, Trey Lance.
I was thinking about maybe going to like the worst rated overall player. Maybe even going someone who's not on the ratings prospects list or whatever. But I'm trying to make this realistic. So I will go for who I think the Cowboys will pick. And that is...
No. Our guy.
As much as I would not like the Cowboys to take him before the Eagles get to take him, I think this is who they need to really make their defense a lot better. I mean, they've got Dak, and they've got some really great wide receivers. Drafting CeeDee Lamb last year, that was a great pick by them. And so I think taking him, it will just make their defense a lot better, and yeah.
Now the Giants, this is the scary thing for us Eagles fans, is having the Cowboys and the Giants go right ahead of us. It's a terrifying thing. I think the Giants go old school. You think of the Giants of the 80s when their defense was insane. Lawrence Taylor, Carl Banks, the dominant linebackers. They go back to that amazing linebacker, Micah Parsons. They've got a good secondary. They're going to add to their defense. And if Daniel Jones can be good, which I don't know if he can, but if Daniel Jones is good, the Giants could be a sleeper team. Micah Parsons is a fantastic athlete. Going to be a great linebacker for them. Very versatile. So, Micah Parsons, and now the biggest pick of the draft.
Most important.
I have the honor, the absolute honor of picking for the Eagles. And guess who's still on the board? Both Devonta Smith and Jalen Waddle. Both of them are on the board. Now, it's debated who do you want to win, or who do you want to pick. You know, you could go Waddle, you could go Devonta Smith. This is who I like better and who I think the Eagles will draft. Devonta Smith.
Yes!
We need him.
This past year's Heisman.
Wow.
Man, this guy, they get mad about him about his weight, right? They say, oh man, his weight, it's off the charts in the wrong direction. But no, he is going to be a beast. His weight will not stop him. You cannot play him one-on-one. He's going to need 2 guys covering him at all times. And Jalen Hurts has his new number 1.
With the 13th overall pick, the Los Angeles Chargers are going to take Christian Barmore.
Okay.
I think...
It's a good pick.
I think the Chargers have a... While they're still not great because they're the Chargers, they've got a solid enough offense to make it through the first round. I think they just need to add defensive guy on the team.
Interior presence.
Interior presence, I think, just to give a little betterness on the defense.
The Minnesota Vikings had a great draft last year. They're looking to repeat on it this year. This isn't on it. I don't think that this is a great spot for the Vikings. They're kind of caught in the middle here, and they're just going to go with the best available guy left, and that is defensive back out of South Carolina, J.C. Horn, because you can never have too many defensive backs beef up the secondary. This guy's a great athlete. He's fantastic in press coverage. He's very physical, Richard Sherman type guy. And yeah, the Vikings are never going to be upset if they can snag an extra corner.
Carolina Panthers, after they traded back to number 15, right? Who are they going to draft? Well, there's one guy that has been falling down the draft boards recently in this mock draft. And that guy, Jalen Waddle. The Panthers will select Jalen Waddle to get Sam Darnold a number 1 target. They do have some good wide receivers, but I don't think that they can pass up this talent and this true superstar ability this late in this draft.
Number 16, Arizona Cardinals. They're selecting
Oh, he barely fit it in there.
Christian
Darrisaw.
Luke likes drafting Christians.
Hey.
Yeah.
I do. Christian Darrisaw, tackle out of Virginia Tech. I think his strength is immensely underrated. He's a strong guy. He's able to move people. He's able to get around them, and I think he's going to be a great addition to the Arizona Cardinals.